Good morning Year 5, welcome back to your Monday math lesson. When you record today's date, I'm learning objective in your book, to add fractions and record your flashback 4. Pause the video while you have a go at these questions. Let's see how you did. Mark your answers in blue pen please. Pause the video if you need to. And let's move on to today's learning. So we're looking again at our fractions work and we're going to look at adding fractions. Let's get warmed up. Pause the video and have a go at these. Let's see what you remember to do. Now with these ones you might have changed first of all to they all become quarters. So you might have said 2 quarters, add 1 quarter, add 2 quarters. Or you might have noticed that a half add a half makes a whole 1. So the answer is in fact 1 whole 1 and 1 quarter. Well done if you saw that. In number 2, you should have noticed that 7, 21 and 7 all fit into 21. So we convert them to 21ths. We would times that by 3, so that'd be 15 21sts. And this one times it by 3, that will become 9. So 15 add 4 add 9 is 28. 28 21sts. You can see that's more than 1 whole 1 because 21 over 21 would be 1 whole 1. So it is the same as 1 whole 1 and 7 21sts. You might also have noticed that you could convert that to 1/3. Number 3 is looking at equivalent fractions because we can see that from the equal signs. So 1/5 we would change to get from there to there, we times by 3, so do the same here. So that becomes 3. And to get from 1 to 9, we would multiply by 9, so do the same here. 5 times 9 is 45. Well done. Let's learn. So 5/6 add 2/3. Now if you remember from before the holiday, we like to convert it so that all the fractions have equivalent denominators. Now at the minute 6 and 3 are not equivalent. You can see on my bar model here that I have 5/6 drawn already, but I need to change my 2/3 into 6. What would I do to 3 to make it into 6? I times it by 2. So I do the same to the 2, times it by 2. And I get 4, 4/6. Now I can do that. 5/6 add 4/6. Well, here's 5/6. And I can shade another one in from the 4/6. But do I just keep adding ones on until I've made up the 4 pieces? No, because you can see now I've made that into 7ths. There are 7 pieces. So I can't do that. I need to draw a new bar because that is now 6/6, which is full. And that one needs to move down here. So I've now added 1, 2, but I need to add 4 of them. 3, 4 of them. So now I can see that I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that makes sense because 5 add 4 is 9, 9/6. And you should be able to see that makes 1 whole bar and 3 more 6. So we would write that as 1 whole 1 and 3/6. You might also have noticed that 3/6 is equivalent to half of the bar. So it's 1 whole bar and half a bar. Let's have a look at this one. 3 quarters add a half, add 7/8. What will be the common denominator? 7/8 we can see, and actually we can change the others into 8ths. What did I multiply here by? 4 times 2 would make 8, so 3 times 2 is 6. Half, well what's half of 8? 4. So 4/8 is equivalent to a half. Now I've got 6/8 add 4/8 add 7/8. Well, let's draw a bar with that 7/8 first. There it is, 7/8. And now I need to add to it 6/8. Now you can see with 1 more 8 that will make 1 whole bar. So I need to draw a new bar. And I need to keep shading. So I've shaded 1 piece. And now I need another 5 shaded in. So I've added 7/8 in blue, 6/8 in the orange, And now I need to add on 4/8, but you'll notice I've only got 3 spaces left. So I can shade those in green, but I'm going to need to draw another bar because I've only got 3 pieces. I need another 1. That's now 4/8. So 6 add 4 I know makes 10. Add 7 more makes 17. Does that match what we've got coloured in down here? It does. It's 17/8. How many whole ones do I have? How many whole bars are full? You should see that I have 2 full bars, and then there is 1/8 left at the end. Pause the video, use those same skills to have a go at these. Let's see how you did. So 11/18 add 5/9. So if you can see here is a bar with 18 pieces, and I need to have 11 pieces. And my 5/9 I'll need to change so we have a common denominator. So it changes to 18ths. What did I multiply by? 9 times 2 is 18. So 5 times 2 is 10. Now I have common denominator, I can add 11, add 10, which is 21. Now you can see that's going to take me up to 18/18 and 3 more, because 18 and 3 more makes 21. So that's 21/18, which is 1 whole one, 18/18, and 3 more 18ths. What about the final one? Well, you could have changed them all into 24ths, or you might have noticed that you could actually change this one into 12ths and this one into 12ths. So if I halve this, it will go to 12ths. That will be 5/12, and I can double that to make it into 12ths into 10/12. Now I've got 11/12, add 5/12, add 10/12, which is easy. 11 add 10 is 21, and 5 more is 26. 26/12. How many 12s go into 26? 12, 24, fits in twice. So it's the same as 2 whole ones, and to get from 24 up to 26 is 2 more. So 2 whole ones and 2 12s. You might have noticed that 2 12s is the same as 1/6 as an equivalent fraction. Your turn, please, to have a go at questions 1 to 3 on the worksheet. Remember, you can come back and use this to support you. This is how I would like you to record your work in your book. For example, 1/2 adds 7/10. First step is to convert them both into tenths. You could pause the video and have a look at it, and then you continue recording in your book as shown until you get to the end of question 3. Let's move on. Let's try some problem solving. Eva has some bottles of lemonade, water, and apple juice. The bottles have a mass of 3 kilograms altogether. The bottles of water have a mass of 7/8 of a kilogram in total. Each bottle of lemonade has a mass of 11/16 of a kilogram, and Eva's got 2 of those bottles. How much do the bottles of apple juice weigh? I'd like you to pause the video and have a look at this. Remember to take it one step at a time and draw a bar model to support you. When you're ready, we'll have a look at it together. Let's see, one step at a time. So the bottles have a mass of 3 kilograms, and we've got lemonade, water, and apple juice. So I'm using L for lemonade, W for water, and A for apple juice, and all together they make 3 kilograms. Now, what other information did I have? The bottles of water have a mass of 7/8 in total. So next to water, I'm going to put 7/8 in one bar. What else did I know? Each bottle of lemonade has a mass of 11/16 of a kilogram, and there are 2 of those. So I need 2 bars for lemonade, and each one needs to have 11/16. Like that. Can you see the pictures building up? Now what we can see here is we've got 11/16 add 11/16 add 7/8. And we should spot that 7/8 can change into 16ths by doubling. So it will become 14/16. So now I need to find out how much do all the bottles of apple juice weigh. So first step, let's change that. This is the bit I don't know. 3 kilograms we need to change into 16ths. Well, 1 whole kilogram will be 16/16. 2 whole kilograms will be 2 lots of 16, which is 32/16. And 3 kilograms will add on another 16, which will be 48/16. So now I can see that if I add up all of it, it's going to make 48/16. Let's add up what I know. 11, add 11, add 14 first of all. If I add them up, 11 add 11's 22, add 14 more is 36/16. And for the apple juice, it's what's left from 36 to 48. And that's 12/16. So the apple juice is 12/16. Let's go back to that question though. It said Eva has 3 bottles of that apple juice. So I've got to split this bar into 3 pieces because that's how many she's got. So I split it down. I could do that 12 and divide it by 3 because 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that would be 4/16 for each 1 bottle of apple juice. And as an equivalent fraction, that's 1/4 of a kilogram. Let's move on. Have a look at this question. 5/8 add 2/7 add 3/8. Now, looking at that, to find a common denominator, you're going to have to go quite high. You're going to have to go up into 56. But actually, there's an easier way to do this. Can you find ones that will make 1 whole one? If you rearrange that, because you can in addition rearrange those fractions to make them easier, you should spot that those two, the 5/8 and the 3/8, will make 1 whole one because that's 8/8. That's 1 whole one. And then that's 1 whole one and 2/7. So we just write that down, 1 whole one and 2/7. Let's pause the video and have a go at this one. Let's see what you did. 4/18. I can't change 13ths into it, but I could change 9ths into 18ths by doubling. So if I double that, I double this, which is 14/18. Now if I do 4/18, add 14/18, that makes 18/18, which is 1 whole one. And that's 1 whole one, and that leaves me with 3/13 left. So that's the answer. Let's have a look at this one. Something 24ths add 12ths add quarters is 29/24. So I need to change these two into 24ths so they're all equal. I know to get from 24ths back to 12ths, I'm going to have to have a number that divides by 2. So this number needs to divide by 2. To get from 24ths to quarters, that's going to have to divide by 6. So again, this is going to have to be an even number to divide by 6. So let's take some off and put that there. For example, I could change that to a 3. If I take 3 off of there, that leaves me with 26/24. Now, how can I split that down? I need 2 numbers, one that divides by 2 and one that divides by 6, with that leftover 26. So for example, I could try 14/24. Will that divide by 2? Well, yes, that would divide by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 14 divided by 2 is 7. That would leave me with 12 left over from my 26. 12, will that divide by 6? Yes, it will. It will. That will become 7/12, and that will divide by 6 to become 2/4. So this is one possible answer to solving that. but it's not the only possibility. I wonder if you found any other possibilities.